Imagine this. You're about to catch an international flight. Everything seems smooth until you reach the airport. And suddenly, you find yourself stuck at the counter or immigration. The officer asks you a question in English, but your mind freezes. Your heart races, you feel nervous, and the line behind you is growing longer. Sound familiar? This is a common experience for many English learners, but it doesn't have to be that way. Airports have their own language, a set of phrases and questions you'll hear again and again. The good news? You don't need to learn hundreds of phrases, only a handful. Today, I'm going to teach you 35 essential expressions that cover every step of your airport journey, from checking in to landing at your destination. Master these, and you'll handle any airport situation with ease and confidence. This is part of our ongoing 30-day English challenge. Today's focus is airport conversations. We'll practice together, and by the end of this session, you'll feel ready for your next trip. So, let's get started with the check-in process. Repeat after me. I'd like to check in, please. I'd like to check in, please. I'd like to check in, please. Next, you might need to show your documents. Try this. Here's my passport and ticket. Here's my passport and ticket. Here's my passport and ticket. If you have luggage, use I have one suitcase to check. I have one suitcase to check. I have one suitcase to check. Sometimes you want a specific seat. Say, could I have an aisle seat, please? Could I have an aisle seat, please? Could I have an aisle seat, please? Or ask about your flight's status. Is the flight on schedule? Is the flight on schedule? Is the flight on schedule? If you're unsure about where to leave your bags, say, where do I drop off my luggage? Where do I drop off my luggage? Where do I drop off my luggage? Worried about weight limits? Ask, how heavy is my bag? How heavy is my bag? How heavy is my bag? Want to bring something with you? Can I bring this on the plane? Can I bring this on the plane? Can I bring this on the plane? Before you finish check-in, you might need to know, which gate is my flight? Which gate is my flight? Which gate is my flight? Or ask about boarding times. When does boarding start? When does boarding start? When does boarding start?
Great! You've just practiced the most common phrases used at check-in. Notice how simple they are? They work at any airport around the world. When you practice these sentences, your confidence grows, and you'll no longer feel nervous or lost. Next, we'll move on to security checks and immigration. This part often causes stress, but with the right phrases, you'll breeze through like a pro. Let's get ready for that. Try saying, I'm ready to go through security. I'm ready to go through security. I'm ready to go through security. If you wonder about taking your shoes off, ask politely, do I need to remove my shoes? Do I need to remove my shoes? Do I need to remove my shoes? For laptops and electronics, Where should I place my laptop? Where should I place my laptop? Where should I place my laptop? If you need to check the line you're in, try, is this the line for international flights? Is this the line for international flights? Is this the line for international flights? When asked for your documents, say, here is my passport. Here is my passport. Here is my passport. If the officer wants to know why you're visiting, reply, I'm visiting for tourism. I'm visiting for tourism. I'm visiting for tourism. Or if it's for work, I'm here on business. I'm here on business. I'm here on business. When asked about your stay length, I'll be here for 2 weeks. I'll be here for 2 weeks. I'll be here for 2 weeks. If traveling solo, say, yes, I'm traveling alone. Yes, I'm traveling alone. Yes, I'm traveling alone. If with family, say, no, I'm traveling with my family. No, I'm traveling with my family. No, I'm traveling with my family.
Excellent! You're now comfortable with security and immigration phrases. These are the conversations that can intimidate travelers, but not you. With practice, these words and sentences become natural, and you'll communicate clearly and calmly. Now that you've mastered security and immigration, it's time to focus on the final steps before your flight takes off: boarding and being comfortable on the plane. These moments can sometimes feel confusing, but with the right phrases, you'll know exactly what to say and when. Imagine you've passed through security and made your way to the gate. You want to confirm your flight details or ask for help. Let's practice the common phrases travelers use at this stage. Start by politely getting someone's attention. Excuse me, is this gate C5? Excuse me, is this gate C5? Excuse me, is this gate C5? If you want to know when boarding begins, say, when will boarding start? When will boarding start? When will boarding start? When the airline staff asks to see your boarding pass, respond, here is my boarding pass. Here is my boarding pass. Here is my boarding pass. If you want to confirm your seat, say, my seat is 22B. My seat is 22B. My seat is 22B. Sometimes you might need help with your luggage. Try, could you help me with my bag, please? Could you help me with my bag, please? Could you help me with my bag, please? During the flight, you may want something from the flight attendants. Practice asking for, could I have some water, please? Could I have some water, please? Could I have some water, please? If you're curious about the flight progress, ask, what time will we arrive? What time will we arrive? What time will we arrive? For comfort during the flight, say, could I get a blanket? Could I get a blanket? Could I get a blanket? If you need to find the restroom, say, excuse me, where is the bathroom? Excuse me, where is the bathroom? Excuse me, where is the bathroom? Finally, always show your appreciation. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help.
By practicing this full conversation, you build your confidence to speak naturally in real situations. Each phrase you learn is a building block towards fluent communication. Remember, the key is consistent practice and using these sentences aloud every day. Before we finish, here are a few quick tips to keep improving your English for travel. 1. Listen carefully to airport announcements and try to repeat what you hear. 2. Practice speaking with friends or language partners about travel scenarios. 3. Watch videos or listen to podcasts about travel and note down useful phrases. 4. Don't be afraid to use the phrases you learn in real life. Every mistake is a step forward. Thank you for joining this lesson. You've taken a huge step toward traveling with confidence and speaking English fluently. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we tackle another essential life skill. Safe travels and happy learning.